Hello, hello, good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective yet again for Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday, December 17th. Okay, so who may not be familiar, I take the month of December and use it as a review period just to look back over the last 6 months in particular before we jump off into a new year. So that's why it sounds like I'm in constant review mode. And we need to make sure. Hey, Mel and Patricia. Hey, Ty. Great morning indeed. We need to make sure that we are reviewing enough to reposition before we jump off and head in a direction and then look up and say, oh my God, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I okay, somewhere along the line, we were just running, and not making time. All of us get the same 24 hours. You do not get 25 hours simply because you are more productive. He or she does not get 23 hours because they're trifling. We all get the same 24 hours every day. It is a matter of what we choose to do. So as we look back, I named entitled the perspective, peeking behind the curtain, because that's what we have to have the courage to do. And I really honestly think it takes courage. A whole lot of times we don't look, we don't ask, we don't ponder, we don't go and investigate because we in our gut know that it's something we don't want to deal with, something we don't want to unearth, something we don't want to be reminded of, and so we just don't even go that direction. And so my encouragement is that if we want to do more than look the part, if we want to do more than look like we are happy and look like we're in a happy marriage, if we want to do more than look like we're successful, if we want to do more than look like it, we have to have the courage to peek behind the curtain, peel back the onion, and see what you're really dealing with. We have to be able to have that courage. Too many of us are, taking a quick glance and making a whole diagnosis off of what we think we see. When if we're really serious about becoming the best version of ourselves, if we're very serious about becoming more disciplined, becoming more focused, if we're serious about getting our marriage on track, if we're serious about finishing this degree. We started it 5 years ago, and for the last 4 years you've been taking one class at a time. If we're really serious about getting out of financial debt and drowning, and if we're really serious, we will get the courage to peek behind the curtain and see what's really going on, to get a full, clear view, a very focused and disciplined perspective, a wider perspective. Hey, Scoop, a wider perspective of our reality. Now, when I say peeking behind the curtain, I am not talking about peeking behind anybody else's curtain. I'm not. That's still easy to do. It's so easy to go look in everybody else's business and try to ask enough questions and see what's going on over there, because I know it ain't all that. Okay, that's the easy thing to do, to busy ourselves into somebody else's life rather than gather the courage to see what's going on in our own relationships, our own finances. It takes more strength to see what is truly happening in our own home, with our own family, in our own career, in your own spiritual journey. To really do the work on our own physical health, the one body we get that has to last us while we're down here. Okay, it's easier to look out rather than to do the work. And so my encouragement is that we make the time take the effort that it takes, the courage that it takes to really see where we are. You got to be able to courageously self-assess where you are in areas of your life. If you want to do more than just look like something, if you really want to become it. Oh, girl, my life is such a mess. I just don't even know where to start. Well, how about we just start? How about we really just start? We're walking around living the Instagram kind of life where everything looks perfect and we delete 20 pictures before we post one because that don't quite look. I wouldn't quite look at. Okay, real life says I look like I look. I act like I act. I need to. Real life says some stuff that S on your chest is crooked. Real life says that marriage is like on oxygen. Real life says my finances are, God knows if somebody pulled my credit, I just can't, I would be too embarrassed. Okay, that's what sometimes what real life looks like. And we have a choice. We have a choice. And I am encouraging all of us as we are at the end of this decade, 13 days and a wake up. As we are at the end of this decade, that we get the courage to peek behind the curtain so that we can become more than just what we appear to be. Anybody can put on a smile. That is so easy. That is elementary. But when we really want to do the work, we will go behind the curtain. We'll go behind the curtain. And so as we end this year and in this decade and jump off into a new, if God blesses us to see a new year into 2020, we have got to take advantage. We've got to take that gift of another day, of one more life, to position ourselves before we leave 19, to position ourselves to go and be and have the best that we can be, do and have. It's only about becoming the best version of ourselves. You got a raggedy attitude. You got a raggedy attitude. And you just put on the smile and a little extra lip gloss when folks are around. Let's just do the work. I seriously about that. Let's just do the work. You're drowning, stop drowning. Just plug the holes. It's gonna be hard work. But it's going to be harder work if we continue to live a lie, if we continue to live a facade. And so let's just get behind the curtain. And as a matter of fact, you need some trusted brothers and sisters to help you pull back the curtain. You have to have trusted brothers and sisters around you, surrounding you, who you trust enough that they won't leave when they see whatever it is behind the curtain. Okay. But the weight that will be released once you stop living this facade is like you're a little fairy. You're so lightweight. And it doesn't look how ugly. I remember when we were renovating the kitchen, it was like it was a mess. It was a mess. The doors all gone. You could see the stuff that was behind. It was a mess. You got to get through the mess in order to get to what you really desire. That kitchen renovation is analogous to real life. We got to go through the mess. And guess what? We're going to be pulling stuff off and taking stuff out and ripping stuff out. If it no longer works, if it's no longer effective, we need to renovate. This is the perfect time to start planning renovation. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for jumping in and joining me. Make this a terrific Tuesday. Make it a terrific Tuesday. It's not going to just happen. Make it a terrific Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Much love, tremendous respect. And until next time, take real good care of yourselves.